My parents made me the scapegoat of the family for decades, but when I finally learned the secret about why they hated me, I discovered the truth was more twisted than I ever could have imagined. I grew up believing that there was something fundamentally wrong with me, though I could never put my finger on what it was. While other kids I knew had parents who cheered them on at soccer games, hung their drawings on the refrigerator, or hugged them for no reason at all, my parents seemed to look at me like I was a constant disappointment they were forced to tolerate. I was the oldest of 3 children, yet the way my parents treated me compared to my younger brother, Daniel, and my sister Claire, was like night and day, from as early as I can remember. If something broke in the house, it was my fault. Daniel got a bad grade, they'd ask what kind of example I was setting. If Claire cried, I was accused of bullying her. When I tried to defend myself, my parents would say I was too sensitive or always playing the victim. I became the family scapegoat before I even knew what the word meant. As a child, I assumed this was normal, that every family had a kid who bore the brunt of everything. But over time, the cracks in that belief widened. My siblings were showered with affection. Daniel got brand new sports gear every season. Claire had a bedroom that looked like it came straight out of a catalog. Meanwhile, I wore hand-me-downs, shared a room that was barely big enough for one, and was constantly reminded that I was lucky to have a roof over my head. Birthdays were the worst. Daniel had parties at trampoline parks and bowling alleys. Claire had princess-themed celebrations with cakes that looked like works of art. For me, my birthdays usually slipped by with maybe a single candle stuck into a grocery store muffin. At school, teachers would ask why my parents never showed up for conferences or events, and I'd shrug it off with excuses, even though inside I was burning with shame. I remember one time, around 12 years old, I scored the winning goal in a soccer match. Parents from the other team actually clapped me on the back. But when I ran toward my mom and dad,